Hello guys, it's Jay here. Welcome back to my channel, and today I will be teaching you guys how to make an origami shark right there. Okay, let's get started. First, you want to fold the paper in half diagonally. So we'll just start off with one side. Fold it diagonally and just check to make sure that we are as precise as possible to get the best results. Oops. And then we unfold and fold it half diagonally the other way. So now, instead of unfolding this, what we want to do is make a fold where we fold. Since there is two pieces, there's two layers. We take the first layer and fold it using this edge down to this edge. But we do not want to fold it completely. What we want to do is we want to just bring it down, make sure it's precise, and then once we've got it to about the correct area, around like that, just make a crease right here in the middle. As you can see, there's a crease here. Just to show it, it's right here. As you can see, there's a black dot I just placed right there in the middle. And this is actually the same length here and here. It's approximately the same length. Yeah. And now what we do is we will fold this bottom edge up to this dot right there. And then just fold it all the way and unfold completely. Now just take this bottom part and fold it up on the same crease that was made earlier. Still said that all the creases are valley folds, but we actually want the middle fold to be a mountain fold, so we will now fold it this way. As you can see, here's a mountain fold and these two are valley folds. And what we want to do now is we want to just fold it together like this. And now if you see, it looks like this. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to make the rabbit ear folds on both this flap and this flap. So we'll go do that slowly. So here's the first part. Oh, and one extra thing is, don't fold the flap all the way to the edge. You only want to fold it till this crease right here, so that it look, in the end, like this rabbit ear won't have too many creases, and it'll look a little bit better. So see, I only fold it up to the middle, and we'll do the same on this side. Oh, sorry, I made the mistake of folding it all the way, but yeah, try not to do that. Anyways, now once you've done that, we make the rabbit ear and we'll just fold it to one side first. Now, we want to do the same thing to the other side. So we just turn it over and we'll make the same rabbit ear folds. And then we'll do the other way. So I keep on forgetting not to fold it all the way, but yeah. And then just right up to that crease. Yes. And we only fold it to one side for the time being, because these are going to be the two fins of it's going to be these two fins for the shark. And now if you look from the top, this is what it looks like. So there's two flaps, and these are the rabbit ears. Now what you want to do is we will open it up like this, and then from this edge what you want to do is we want to fold this corner inwards so that this will become a flat line. I will show you what I mean. So you fold it inwards, and we have to line up the crease perfectly with these edges as shown right here. Give me a second, let me get it in the so it's gonna look something like this. This, for me, my paper was not very square, so the fold that I made diagonally wasn't exact, thus this isn't the correct area, but I'm gonna try to fix that. If I will just fold this in a little bit more. No, that's not gonna work. So we'll just leave it for the time being, and now we'll go and fold this side in. Well, it's a little bit more, like the same way as we did for this side. Around there. Now, what you want to do is you want to flip this over. Yeah, flip this over so these two flaps are pointing towards you, so that these are pointing that way. So now if I flip this way, the flaps are pointing towards me, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this edge, fold it upwards until I see the flaps a little. Just fold it to what length you think is correct. All this is going to do is change the length of the flippers. So the more you fold it up, the longer that these flippers will be. But I suggest you fold it so that it's about the same length, so that it looks better, it looks more proportionate. So now, what you're going to do is unfold this flap right here, and you're going to fold this corner down to here, and I'll show you. So this corner down to this area, to this corner down here, and I'm just going to make a fold, just like this, a big long fold. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And this is to some extent a different type of rabbit ear fold, because it's not on a triangle. It's more of a, I'm not really sure what the shape is, but yeah. And we're going to make it into a rabbit ear fold. So this is actually the dorsal fin. If you see, it's going to be this fin right here. And then what we can do is we can fold it in half, just like that. Okay, now what you want to do is take these two edges, this flap, and fold it upwards. The same thing with this side, fold it upwards. And now you can kind of see the shape that we're going for. If you look at this, it's around the same length and all. Now what we're going to do is we are going to take this flap and we're going to fold it on itself, but not until the middle, just in front, so if we were to look at the line, if we were to create a crease here, which will be this triangle, we want to fold it so as this edge is in the middle of this part and this end. So we're basically folding it into thirds. And when we fold it, see, this part should actually be the same length as this part, but when you fold it, it's actually this part and this part is the same. It doesn't have to be exact, just fold to your own discretion to what you want it to look like. And then we're going to fold on this crease and it's going to look like that. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So if you want to make them symmetrical, what you can do is just keep it here first, and you can follow this flap here to this fin right there and make it exactly the same way, the same amount, and then we fold both of these back. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to shape the face a little bit. what we're gonna, so first we will fold this area right here downwards, so that this part is flush with like the rest of this like rectangle shape that we have here. So for this part is a little bit too high, so you have to fold it down also. There will be a middle part that we can follow, and we will do that, just that. We'll follow it. If you see around there, that should be how it look. That should be how it looks like, just like that. Do that to this, the same thing to the other side. Just like that. And then we're gonna open up this area and fold it back inwards so that it points inside instead of staying on the outside. Okay, you do this, and then flip over and do the same thing, fold it inside, so it's much more cleaner look rather than if it was on the outside. There you go. And then we're gonna open it this from the inside. You turn it upside down, open it. Now you're gonna fold this edge down to the middle line. We do not focus on this line, as this is actually not a square, it's more of a rectangle. There will be a little bit of extra space at the bottom, so we only going to follow this middle line. What we're going to do is fold it so that it reaches the middle line, just like that. Okay, you see that? Yeah, just like that. Do the same thing to the other side. Then fold it back in half, and if you can see, that's the head done. Now all we have to do is fold the tail. And first step to folding the tail is to make a crease along this line right here. It doesn't matter if it goes onto the fin, because that's fine. It's not going to be that visible. And we'll fold it, unfold it, and now we're gonna open it up from the bottom and fold it inwards, just like this, just like that. Okay, it's gonna look like this. And then what you're gonna do now is do the same thing but back upwards. We're gonna fold this upwards, then we're gonna open it up from the top this time, try to find the middle, and then we're gonna fold it in. Try your best. It might look, if there might be a little bit left here, then what you want to do is you want to push it down a little bit more so that it's not that noticeable, because that does spoil the look a little bit. I'm going to just fold it in a little bit because this wasn't that exact. You can always do that just to tweak your paper to make it look the best. And now it's going to look like this. And what you're going to do is do the same thing again with this flap. And this time, instead of folding it over, what you want to do is you want to look on the inside and you want to fold this part, this edge down to the bottom edge right there, just like this. Okay, can you see that? You just fold it, this edge to the bottom edge, like that. Once you do one side and it's all the way a half point mark, you can just close it up and it should end up looking something like this. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to fold this edge upwards to however you like, however high you want this part to be, this part of the back tail, how high you want it to be, you will fold this upwards. So I want it to be around this height, and I will fold it upwards just like that and unfold it. Okay, then what you want to do is, there are many different layers right here. There's 4 layers in total. Just grab the first layer and you want to fold it and make it into a mountain fold on the same crease you just made. And then once you've done that, you just want to fold it on itself right there, just like that. And the rest will just continue to follow according to the previous crease that was made. And now it looks kind of like a diamond shape. Do you see that? And then all you have to do is fold this outwards, like in this kind of shape, or if you want, you can actually fold it down and then outwards to make it have more of this part. Top part it's longer, and once you do that, you just fold this flap back down, and there you go. You have your own little shark. You know, you can draw a little face on it, give it an eye and a big mouth with sharp teeth. You know, anything you want to do, it's your work after all. That's my shark, and that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.